By now, the whole world knows that Deion Sanders is leaving Jackson State and he's headed to a Power 5 school with the University of Colorado. And oh, by the way, he's taken like 5 black coaches with him. 4 of them coming from the SWAC, which is the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Now, I want to talk about the Celebration Bowl. Now, the Celebration Bowl will be played in Atlanta, and typically the SWAC plays the MEAC school, which is in this case North Carolina Central. All right, and they'll be playing in Atlanta. Now, typically, what you're going to see is in most coaches, when they're going to leave to another school, they typically play or coach the last game before leaving. But this is something that may not happen. Now, Deion Sanders is preparing to coach the team. And again, it'll be this Saturday in Atlanta. But there are some coaches in the Southwestern Athletic Conference that don't want that to happen. Primarily Eddie Robinson Jr. Now, if you know who Eddie Robinson Jr. is, he's the current coach of the Alabama State University football team. And his father, which I have a great deal of respect for, the legendary Eddie Robinson, was the coach over at Grambling State. Now, if you remember, in October, Jackson State played Alabama State, and there was a little bit of a discrepancy between Eddie Robinson Jr. and Deion Sanders after the game. And a lot of people were really hard on Eddie Robinson Jr. for what happened. But I want to play what he had to say about that interaction, about him refusing to shake Deion's hand, and then I'm going to come back.
What happened with the post-game handshake? Well, I guess me being up front is just like, I thought it was a lot of disrespect the whole week. And so you're not going to be disrespectful the whole week in the media. We didn't talk in the pregame. I was out there the whole time at the 50-yard line. He walked through our whole our whole huddle on our end zone and came a long way around to get to his side of the field in the pregame. Thought that wasn't classy at all. And so in the postgame, I'm not about to give you the Obama bro hug. You know, I'm going to shake your hand and I'm going to go on. I'm going to always be respectful and respect the game. You know, you got the great guys, W.C. Gordons, Eddie G. Robinsons, those guys, Marino Chasm. I'm living on the shoulders of the SWAC. He ain't SWAC. You know, I'm SWAC. He ain't SWAC. So he's in the conference and doing a great job. Can't knock that. Got a great team. Son should be up for the Heisman Trophy winner. I love Shador. Great player. I love what he's doing for the conference. Probably one of the best things we had since that Steve McNair era when he was in there. Love all of that, but you're not gonna come here and disrespect me and my team and my school and then want to bro hug me. Shake my hand and get the hell on. Period. You got the W, great job. I hope he comes back next year. I pray he don't get a Power 5 job so we can play them next year in Jackson, and I pray they put us for their damn homecoming.
Coach, would you describe it, were you just trying to pull away from his handshake there?
Yeah, I was just pulling away. I mean, we handshaked and that was it. I mean, it ain't no need for no embrace. You know, we ain't friends. He ain't never called me. I ain't never called him. Great player. Everybody wanted to goddamn be primetime as a little kid. All right, great player, all of that. Played against him, got tons of respect for the guy. Doing a great job as a coach, but you can't do all that stuff all week, and then you come back, put your backup quarterback, and you want to run a hitch and go to try to put more points on the board. Shit's disrespectful. Game was out of line. It was 26-12. 40 seconds left. We had no timeouts. Take a damn knee. You want to try to run a hitch and go. So we started blitzing. We're going to knock him out the game, too. So that's how we got to play it. I mean, it ain't no quarters given. So you want to do that, don't come with me and try to bro hug me like we're friends. We ain't friends. You didn't shake my hand before the game. Why you shaking my hand after the game? Period. That's it.
One of the comments that kind of disturbed me out of all the comments is that I'm not SWAC. Who is? I got time today. Who is SWAC? If I ain't SWAC, who is SWAC? If I ain't SWAC, who is SWAC? If I ain't SWAC, who is SWAC? Baby, who is? What more?
So as you see, guys, that is a different perspective. What the brother is saying is that he felt very disrespected by Deion Sanders. And again, you know, when they're winning at the last moment, the backup quarterback is trying to run a hitch and go on Alabama State and run up the score, which is quite disrespectful in sports. So Deion, when it came to Eddie Robinson, he says something very important. You ain't SWAC. Deion is not SWAC. Now, let me just talk about that, right? Because a lot of times you hear that, like even in the black community, bro, you ain't black. Or I've heard that in Africa. You're not really African. And when somebody talks like that, what are they really saying? Is it jealousy? Now, let me talk about this. It could be jealousy because the fact that, while Eddie Robinson was a great coach and Eddie Robinson Jr. has a love for HBCUs, Deion was the one that provided a professional light on HBCUs. Even Keyshawn Johnson, who's an African-American from LA, was like, hey, listen, man, I didn't really know a whole lot about HBCUs out on the West Coast unless you went there. And Deion had ESPN Game Day coming to Jackson State. That's just the pull that he had, right? And a lot of these guys in the conference just couldn't get those recruits, just couldn't get recognized, just couldn't get a lot of that. And so a lot of them are upset with Deion because, he's getting the publicity. He's getting the players. He's blowing them out. And they've been in the SWAC for years building the program. And it seems like Deion just came in, kind of used the SWAC for an opportunity according to what they say. And now they don't want him to coach in the Celebration Bowl. Now, I had a clip from this, but I can't play it because the person that was reporting on it had some music in the background. And I'm not sure if this is true, but what it does show that there is jealousy. And I would definitely believe if you could have some brother signing to petition, they're going to come out from the vantage point of, yeah, he's using the people. He's using us, he's using the SWAC to go to the white schools and we're here all the time building up our people. I get it. But see, here's what we got to do, brothers. We really can't afford to be hating on folks. Let me just say this. There are YouTubers that I've seen come in the black sector years ago, start off in the black sector. Now they have millions of subscribers and now they're doing something completely good in some of them making like $1 million a month, right? And you can be mad about that if you want, but is that going to help you? No, it's not going to help you. The world is competitive. You got to compete, and if you don't want to compete, just say that and say, you know what? I don't really want to try to do anything with myself, and you can look for any reason why you want to be mad at somebody because they're more successful than you. You can look for any reason why you're upset that that person's doing better than you. But here's the truth. It's not going to change anything. Your outcome is not going to change, period. All right. I don't know why a lot of brothers is hating on people. I don't get it. I've never gotten it, but it's never going to help you. Even if you sign that petition so that Deion don't come back to the SWAC or he don't coach that game, how is it going to help you next year when he's not there? You're not going to have a better team. You're not going to be a better player. You're not. It's not going to help you. Being mad at people don't help nobody. Don't help you. It don't help anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of attitude that we need to have. We need to start getting out here and competing. And a lot of people don't want to look at the reason why you don't have a good team is because you suck. You're not a good coach. You can say what you want, but Deion is a competitive person. And I get it. He might have been an asshole and he might have offended the brothers out there and did things wrong. I get that. I can see that. Deion is not perfect. But at the same time, we all got to get out there and compete. We all got to get out there and do our thing. Everybody does. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again for another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.